just a big shout out to Richard Jones. There's a few channels on YouTube, and a handful, and I've got a notification on, so any videos that these channels do, they'll always alert me. 133 years ago today was the night of the double event in Whitechapel. Jack the Ripper killed his first victim, Elizabeth Stride, cut her neck. Was a lot of ripperologists say that he was interrupted, so he couldn't kind of do the gore, take all the bits of the body and the womb and the kidney and that. So 45 minutes later, half a mile later, on Mitre Square, the second victim was murdered, which was Catherine Eddowes. So that's a very historic, poignant. Obviously, it's known as the double event, and London is a lot of people say is the most haunted city in the world. Obviously, I always love popping into London, and particularly Mitre Square. They say out of all the Ripper murders, if you go on the murder spot, you'll see the ghost of Catherine Eddowes. It's a shame I'm not in London. I'm in London, Whitechapel tonight, obviously because it's the anniversary of the murders. We're particularly busy. Also around Halloween time. When you walk around Whitechapel, you see lots of these ripperologists. What's a ripperologist? The clue's in the name. It's a guy who studies. Some of them have been to university to study Jack the Ripper. So they're the experts. But out of the lot, my personal favourite and the number one is Richard Jones. I watch everything he does. I probably have done for maybe the last 15 years, because I've been absolutely obsessed with Jack the Ripper I'm 41 now, so probably since I was about 10, maybe 11. And yes, I was a really strange kid. But yeah, Richard Jones, I've put his link to his channel in the bio for this video. So if anyone is really interested in the Whitechapel murders, Jack the Ripper, then click on to Richard's channel, and after you watch a few of his videos, you'll be obsessed with Jack the Ripper as I am, and you'll probably become even obsessed with Richard Jones as I am as well. I meet a lot of people doing my job, famous, infamous, notorious, some footballers, some of my heroes. But when I met Richard Jones a couple of months back and he gave me a bit of his time, I was a bit starstruck, because he's kind of the number one guy on the Whitechapel murders, which I've become to be so fascinated about for the last 30 odd years. Richard was on Sean Atwood. He's going to be speaking to Steve Rafe very soon. And Richard's on, if you type in Jack the Ripper Tours, he's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. But if you click on to the bio for this video, it's going to send you a direct link to Richard's YouTube channel. So 133 years ago today, it was the night of the double event. So it's always a big, it's always a day among the Jack the Ripper community, if you like. And it sounds really bizarre considering it was 133 years ago, but there is a lot of people, there's still Whitechapel Vigilance Committee meetings and all this kind of thing, get-togethers. But as I said, Richard's the number one guy. Don't forget to click and subscribe to Richard's channel, and if you like this video, because there will be lots more Jack the Ripper stuff, don't forget to subscribe.